What's up, guys? Here with Taji Johnson today, and in this video we're going to talk about the pro agility drill, sometimes called the short shuttle, and we're going to talk about how we can run this drill as efficiently as possible, take out any of those wasted steps that's going to slow you down, and then hopefully you can improve that pro agility time. So on the pro agility, the way that we teach our guys is we use a lot of the rules that the NFL scouts put in place when they're testing. So if you're a high school guy and you're going to a local kind of a combine event, some of the rules might be a little bit different, all right, but I'm just going to teach the way that we teach our guys per how the NFL scouts have guys run through the drill, right? And that is this. So you get to pick whether you want to go to the right first or whether you go to the left first. However, if you're going to go to the right first, like Taji's about to do, you have to start with your right hand down on the line, right? So I'm going to start with my feet roughly even with the line splitting me right down the middle, and then I'm going to take my middle finger of my right hand and I'm going to put it right in the middle of the line. Now, a lot of guys want to try to overly cheat this and try to lean really hard to one side or not have the line split them down the middle. A little bit you may get away with if you try to be overly egregious with it, or they're going to correct you and they're going to have you line up, right? If you can maybe drop that right toe back just slightly, I'm talking about maybe like a ½ inch, just so it's a little bit easier for you to open your hips as you go to the right, that you can maybe get away with, right? But I wouldn't try to overdo it, because then they're just going to really be strict with you on how you're lined up. So again, white line splitting me right down the middle, taking my right hand and I'm putting it right to the middle of the line. Now, we want to try to get from this line to that line, all right, in exactly 3 steps. And those 3 steps are going to be this, all right? I'm going to start with a crossover step, okay? One of the biggest mistakes that I see guys make is they'll take this lead step, they'll pick it up and they'll turn it to go take off running, and now the clock has started and I've accomplished nothing and I've gone nowhere. So I want to start with a crossover step. So I'm trying to load this leg up so I can drive through this leg and get a big crossover step. The point of that first step is to gain as much ground as possible. My second step is what I call a swing step. All right, so I'm taking that backside leg, I'm swinging it around, try to get myself even back up square. And my third step is just a quick shuffle step. All right, now, depending on how much ground that you're covering with those first 2 steps, that might be a really short, really quick shuffle step, or it may be a little bit longer of a shuffle step, again, just depending on how much ground that I need to cover to get myself to here, to where that right foot is just inside the line, or maybe right at the line, to where I can hit that line and take off the opposite direction. So Taji is just going to demo this first 5 yards. As we teach this and as we progress through it, we'll start working on just this first 5 yards. And we'll rep it again and again and again and again until it becomes just kind of ingrained in that muscle memory. Crossover, whip, right there, and he's right at the line, right? And what he just did a really good job of that I didn't mention, right? As I hit that whip step, all right, that whip step or that swing step, I'm trying to get myself squared up. The reason for that is when I hit my shuffle, I want to try to have my feet even when I'm hitting the line, okay? Another big mistake that guys make is they end up at the line with that outside foot way behind them. Well, now when I have to try to transition and head back this direction, now my hips are turned this way and I've got to swing my hips all the way around to get myself moving in the opposite direction. The more square that I can be at the line, the easier it is, all right, for me to turn my hips and head back the opposite direction, okay? So now, when I'm teaching this, the next thing I'll do is this. I'll have Taji go to the right, all right, just like we did before. Then as he comes to the left, I'm just gonna have him sprint, all right, straight that direction, and I'm gonna watch his feet as he sprints through it, okay? So Taji, if you wouldn't mind, let's go to the right, and then just sprint it hard to the left. 1, 2, 3, good, and then sprint, 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 good. So now, he landed right here with his left foot right about here, all right, which is pretty normal for most guys, is you're gonna land somewhere with your left foot right in around, assuming you're going to the right first, you're just land with your left foot somewhere around this 7-yard mark. So now from here, what we want to start learning and what we want to start teaching is how I can put the brakes on as fast as possible without taking wasted steps, but being able to accelerate as long as possible before I hit the brakes, because I don't want to start slowing down back here at 4 yards, all right? Because now I'm slowing down for way too long. And how can I take out wasted, unnecessary steps at the turn? So if my left foot hits right about here, that means I should be able to take 1 more step with my right foot, and now I'm going to whip step and then quick shuffle, okay? This is gonna take a little bit more practice, all right? Probably a lot more practice, all right? But if you can drop down a cone, all right? So I'm gonna grab a cone from up here. Okay, right about here is where his left foot landed, all right? So what we'll start working on is now, as Taji's coming through and his left foot hits here, he's gonna go left foot, just where it landed, right, whip, quick shuffle, all right? And then we're at the line and hopefully square where he can transition and head back the opposite way. The left foot's gonna hit right about there. And we're gonna go right foot, whip it, quick shuffle. Good. So left, right, quick shuffle, boom. All right. Now, it's been a few months since we were really repping this a lot, all right? But for not having done it for a couple months, that's pretty good right there. You kind of understand the concept of what we're trying to do. What we're trying to eliminate is slowing down way too soon or getting to the line and taking 1,000 steps to make this stop, or heading into the line with way too much momentum, coming into it way too hard, and now I got to get all that momentum heading back in the opposite direction, okay? So now, one more time, hold drill full speed. So you're gonna see the start, 1, 2, 3, keeping my body weight lean towards the inside of the drill, not going too hard into the line, trying to be as square as I can. Get there squared, lean to the inside, left, right, boom, and then back to the middle, all right? Trying to be fast, trying to be efficient, and if you can work this and work this footwork and cut out some of those unnecessary steps, you're gonna see that pro agility time drop way down.